What's good, YouTube? So I just want to react to this video real quick. This man said a lot. He said a lot in such a small segment.
All the media in this country, radio, television, and print, is all owned by 5 corporations. All of these corporations that own the media are owned and controlled, and members of the Council on Foreign Relations sit on their board of directors. And all journalists know that there's some things you don't write about and you don't talk about because you'll lose your job. And that's where the control is. That's why they pay athletes these fantastic salaries. I was listening to the radio the other day. They just contracted to pay one player on one team $6 million a year.
And that was then. This is an old video. That was then. Right now, LeBron is getting stupid checks. Steph Curry, all these balls, they're getting stupid amount of millions. 6 million, that was way back then. And that sounds like a lot, but compared to what they're getting today, that's nothing.
Can you believe this?
And why is that?
It's the Roman circus. What does the emperor do when the people become restive? And when the people are asking questions, and when the people don't like the policies of the emperor, he sends them to the circus. He creates a circus. He builds a giant coliseum. And he begins to throw the Christians to the lions. He has great chariot races and football games and basketball games, all to keep the idiots preoccupied. Things that don't mean anything in the scheme of the entire world, so that they don't have the time to learn what the truth is, so they don't ever get smart enough to learn how they're being manipulated, so they don't ever question the emperor. But let me tell you something. When 150 of the most powerful men and women in the world can meet in secret in Baden-Baden, Germany, and plot the fate of billions, and nobody even cares about it, but 6 football players go to lunch together, and it's in the headlines across the country, you have a reflection of the society in which that exists. And it is a sick society that is doomed to self-destruction.
That man said a lot. That man said a lot. He said a lot. He said a lot. I've made videos on some of the topics, especially when it refers to NBA players and just athletes in general, because it makes no sense. It makes no sense to pay a man $100 million because he can bounce a ball. It makes no sense to pay a man $50 million because he can. It makes no sense whatsoever, but yet nobody questions it because that's so true. Like, literally, world leaders get together in secret spaces to determine the fate of the whole world. Before COVID came, they sat somewhere and came up with their master plan. Nobody knew, nobody cared. But literally, you get 5 entertainers. Look at I remember when there was the picture floating around of Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Chris Rock, and I believe it was Chris Tucker. Just the picture of the 4 comedians. And I remember that picture was all over social media, and it was the hottest picture, and all the greats and shit like that. But it's whoa, are they that important? Or are they just an illusion to keep you distracted so you don't ever question? That man said so much in such a small clip. Woo! I've known that, and I've heard truth about it, and I've heard that truth, but the way he put it so simply, because even all these stadiums, they're all in the shape of these Roman Colosseums. They're all in the shape of everybody in an arena, and we're all watching the fight or the show or the entertainment in the middle. We're just we're in 2023. It's same madness, just a different year. Same madness, just a different time. Man, I love that clip. That man said so much in so little.